Hi there, I want to show you how to put together a large succulent arrangement. A friend of mine gave me this big giant log. It's a hollowed out log, not log. And we're going to build some succulents in here. So things you need, supplies you need is wire cutters, glue stick or glue gun with glue sticks, a steak knife to cut your floral foam, several bricks of floral foam, and your cactus and succulents and some Spanish moss. So we're going to start out by piecing these bricks in here. Now they never fit exactly the way you want them to. You need to kind of, this is concave I guess, so we try and hollow off the corners a bit so you can get that to fit as snug as possible in the bottom of that hole there. So hollow it out until you see that you've got sits pretty much on the bottom. I'm shaving off the corners with my steak knife here. Works pretty good. And that looks like it's doing pretty good. Now I use a high temp glue gun. That way it melts pretty fast. I haven't had this on real long, but it's gonna be okay, I think. You want to really secure this in place. As with any foam, that's the whole trick to doing foam. You want them to be secure, snug in place, otherwise your flowers will move around. So you want them in there solid. So now I've got a shape like that, and I need to fill in the rest of it here. So we kind of piece things together a little bit if you have to. You may need to do a little cut like that, and a cut off of that one. And if it's bigger chunks, sometimes I'll save them because I can fit them down inside of a vase. Maybe take the whole bottom off that one. Yeah, if you've got a taller vase, you can just kind of piece them in there. It still needs a little bit more off there. Okay, that's a good fit. See, it's fitting in a little bit better. So now I'm going to glue that in there really good. Just got it on the glue. And on the side so it adheres to the other brick pretty good. Press it in there. Now we're going to do the other side. I might be able to use these pieces here actually. Since I cut that one off, it's pretty close to what I need on the other end. Maybe let's cut that one down. Yeah, that's one piece. I might be able to use that one too. So you gotta get real creative with this stuff, just figuring out what you need to do to make it fit, like a little puzzle. Good enough. Now you can take also, if you have gaps, I'm gonna glue that in there now. I'm gonna glue around the corners, edges to hold that in really good. This is also going to be shipped to California from Arizona here, so you want these to be just wedge that glue in there really good. And I'll do that with this glue, this piece here. Now it fits like that. I may fill in a little bit around the edges here too, since I've got pieces here. Don't absolutely have to, but if you're going to be putting rocks or anything else around it, it's probably a good idea just to fill in all the gaps. Think about these puzzle pieces here. Round out your corners. Perfect. Let me do this side too, a little piece. Round out the corners. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be covered up with moss. And I've got a little corner here, a little triangle piece I need. Wrong piece there. Actually, that one might work perfect. Pretty close. Close enough. I can just cut that off and glue it in there. Great. Now go around the whole entire outside, glue all these pieces in really, really good. You don't want them to move, go anywhere. So that way it's going to be able to hold all your cactus and succulents, flowers, whatever you're using, it'll hold them all in place. That one's going to need quite a bit around here since it's not real deep. So just get it loaded on there. And try not to put a lot of glue in the middle because that will keep your flowers from being able to push into the foam there. It's pretty hard. And it's helpful to have your glue gun heated up for quite a while. And you want to probably use a high temp glue gun. This is why I recommend a high temp glue gun, because situations like this, if you have a low temp glue gun, it's going to take you forever to glue these sides up. I may end up making this a two-part video because this could be too long just because of this stuff. It does take time building it up, so. Okay, that's pretty filled up there, pretty close to the edges. Then after you're done with that, you're going to put a handful of Spanish moss on it and tuck it in around the sides. I'll probably put a little bit more glue on this just to be double safe, because this one, like I said, is going to ship out of state. And the Spanish moss is messy. You're going to tear off about a handful, enough to cover up all of this foam and not see the foam around the edges. That's the whole point of this, is to cover up your foam so you don't see it. It's going to give it a more natural look. If you get any sticks poking out, just pull them out. And that is how you start your arrangement, okay? This is part one, and stay tuned for part two.